Hi people, this is Benji08 here coming at you with an updated version of my JetBlue terminal model airport here. As you can see, once again I've rearranged all of the decorated tails and everything like that. And so here's how things are going to work out this time. On this side of the terminal, this is where all the domestic flights will be coming and going. And then starting on this side over here, this is where JetBlue's international flights will go. Some of them at either end can be international/domestic. Well, anyway, one thing to say that's new about this airport is, as I announced last night, I was going to get a new model JetBlue plane. Well, one of them came in today, and here it is. Ta-da! The Bubbles tail. And if you're watching this Gemini Jets 13, I remember one video you announced that with a tail you have like this. Not only was that your first JetBlue model, but also your first Gemini Jets model. But as for me, JetBlue was never my first Gemini Jets model. But as for when I first started collecting JetBlue in the small scale like that, this tail over here, the Blue 100, this was my very first JetBlue model I've ever collected in this scale. Although, it's sad to say though that this tail fin is not even existing in real life anymore. Now it's painted over as a blueberries, which I think is odd, cause I think the 100 tail is some of the most beautiful tails JetBlue has ever done, especially in the small scale like that. And this is 1/500 scale of this Embraer 190. I don't know why Gemini Jets 13, you say that 1/500 scale is very small or funny business to you, but I like it very, very much. And plus, Herpa and 1/500 scale, this is the only company in scale you'll ever find a JetBlue Embraer 190 of this size. I really wish Gemini Jets would make the Embraer 190 with JetBlue, with JetBlue and everything. Gemini Jets has made several Embraer 190 models, but they haven't made a JetBlue one yet. But I'm glad to know they've gotten back into the business of other JetBlue planes. They've already come back with a JetBlue A320 with sharklets, but before that they came back with the newly beautifully colored A321. So that's one thing I'm really proud of. So little bit by little bit, my collection is growing. I still have an empty gate right over there, which is reserved for a special plane that's about to come in. So anyway, we're going to get started with the domestic flights. So here's one of our all-time favorites of JetBlue lovers, the I Heart New York livery. Usually this one will operate as Red Eyes over to Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'll be sending the Bubbles tail over to Tampa. The Gemini Jets version, the Barcode livery, with the sharklets, will be taking a flight over to Chicago O'Hare, and I'll be sending the Bubbles blueberries tail. That's what this is. This is what blueberries looks like. And this plane will be taking a flight over to Long Beach, California. And very common I've seen with the regular domestic A321s. This one will be taking a flight down to Orlando. And here's the plaid tail, which will be taking a flight over to Fort Lauderdale. The Bubbles tail on the Embraer 190 will be taking a flight over to Buffalo, New York. And the 110th anniversary tail, Blues Brothers, can take a flight to Phoenix, Arizona. And I'll be sending the FDNY livery, this red plane, over to Los Angeles, California. And our last domestic flight over here, this one can go to San Francisco, California. Okay, and here we are starting with the international flights. I'll be sending the 100th A320 tail to Barbados. This is the Dots tail over here, which can take a flight over to St. Lucia. And we've got the Mosaic one named Blue Yorker, which this one will be taking a flight to St. Martin in the Caribbean. And I'll have the Velocity models version of the A320 Barcode tail with sharklets taking a flight over to Nassau, Bahamas. And we've got the Harlequin tail, which I think I'll be sending that one over to Montego Bay, Sangster, Jamaica. And our empty gate here being reserved for another flight, which I think will be going international. So there you have it. I just find JetBlue has some of the most outstanding tails. So like I said, the name of this one is called You Got Me at Blue Babe. A321 is named Bigger, Brighter, Bluer. And the plaid tail is named I Got Blue Babe. The Embraer 190 with the blueberries tail says only blue, but the A320 blueberries tail says absolutely blue. And like I said, 10th anniversary livery is named Blues Brothers. The FDNY livery here is named Blues Bravest. And the stripes here is named Bluebird. And the 100th A320 is named Blue 100. Dot's tail is named Blue Skies. Mosaic is named Blue Yorker. The Velocity Miles version of the barcode tail with the sharklets is named Blue by popular demand. Shades of Blue over here, that's what they call it, Shades of Blue, which is the Harlequin tail. Then the I Heart New York is named I Heart Blue York. And the name of the Bubbles tail is named Song Sung Blue. Alright, well here you have it. All of my JetBlue models sitting proudly at the gate getting ready for their domestic and international flights. So, all I could say is thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Let's get a nice aerial view. I don't know why it goes blurry like this, but anyway, I'm glad you get the point. So, thank you for watching.